My bold statement of today will be social media is for losers. I don't know if some of you guys maybe remembered a couple of years ago I said in the media, privacy is for losers, as a joke. And a couple of weeks ago, still the TED and other media are still quoting me on that and asking me why. And so I'm going to try a new thing. Social media is for losers. Why? Because I'm pretty bored of it. I'm a junkie. I'm a social media junkie. I'm addicted to social media, but I also noticed that I'm becoming a slave of it. I'm the slave of social media. But first, let's rewind. What's social media? Let's first ask, what's social media for my mother? Because if I ask my mother what's social media for her, she just says Facebook. That's it. Sometimes she says, yes, something with that bird, right? Yeah, she meant Twitter. And lately she's also referring social media as Snapchat, because she has to Snapchat because she has to communicate with her grandchildren. My children, they only communicate through Snapchat, so she has to learn what Snapchat is. For her, that's social media. Now, what's social media to me? I can divide social media into, for me, 8 different categories. I think main category is Facebook. What do I do on Facebook? I make some shareable content. I'll try to be as provocative as possible. And I hope that one of my 150,000 followers is resharing or is sharing my content. That's Facebook to me. Twitter, on the other side, is completely different. It's for the so-called intelligent guys. I post the opinions about so-called my opinion, but people start retweeting it. But to be honest, I'm not tweeting at all. My scripts are tweeting. My scripts are trying to see what's trending. I use the Buffer app, I use the cloud.com apps, I use the tweepy.com, I use a lot of apps in the background, and it will analyze what is trending at the moment, and it will just tweet about it. I'll be the netlash of the Twitter without being the netlash, without reading anything, because you can't fool me that Bart is reading all these articles anyway, but I'm just using some scripts. But that's my Twitter. All right. Instagram, also very important to me, but I abuse Instagram actually just for my inflow of the food and fashion guys, and I also use Instagram just to dump my content. Whenever I have to post a party or whenever I have to post food, I emphasize have to, because I'm not paying for my food, so I have to post about it, but I'm not going to waste my Facebook and Twitter on that, so I'll just post my food on Instagram, and I tell the customer, see, it's posted, I get my food for free, and I'll abuse my Instagram. But I'm a slave of it. LinkedIn, probably my most connected network, my most active network, my B2B network. But to be honest, last 5 weeks I haven't logged into my LinkedIn. But I'm very, very active on it. At least my scripts are. I can tell you blunt, eyes closed, whoever has more peers on LinkedIn can have my iPhone. It's an iPhone 6, by the way. Or even can have my car. I don't care. Whenever I go on stage, I make the blunt statement, there is nobody with more connected peers on LinkedIn than my personal account. And everybody knows, or should know, that on LinkedIn you cannot buy followers. But you can fool in LinkedIn with a lot of scripts. And I'm fooling everybody. I've got 14,000 connected peers on my LinkedIn, active CEOs, all C-level. I can reach any CEO in Belgium just by abusing my LinkedIn network. And everybody thinks, oh, his opinion, and oh, another article, I should reshare that. It's crap. It's just scripts. That's my LinkedIn. I don't log on to it, but on a daily basis I get on a weekly basis I get 500 new ads. I don't know, but just my scripts are doing it for me. Then we use G+, Google+. Totally don't like Google+, but I have to use it. Why? Indexation. Google is still the man. So I still need Google+. Why? Because search engine optimization. I need my traffic from Google+, because Google is indexing my post. Of course, I'm not posting my pictures there. My scripts are posting referrals to my pictures on my other social media. Because Google will index my Google+, and they will refer to my scripts to the other socials. SlideShare, also very important to me. I get a lot of leads SlideShare is my best lead generation. Like, privacy is for losers. I said that like 3 years ago. I made a presentation about it. Today, I think, you have to check it, but more than 200,000 downloads of that SlideShare. It was SlideShare of the day, it was hot on LinkedIn, it was SlideShare of the week, all by using the right scripts. But now, once you have a couple of good slides there, people take you with you and you get a lot of leads. SlideShare is my perfect lead generation. And of course, last but not least, Snapchat. I really like Snapchat. And I think it's a cool thing, but to be honest, all the previous platforms I mentioned, I'm earning decent money with it. With Snapchat, I haven't received a single dime of it. On the other hand, I'm abusing Snapchat to create more traffic to my other social media accounts. Let me explain you. Every month I'll try to do something in the media. I'm still the attention whore, so I still need my monthly doses of attention. So 2 months ago, I was the first guy getting the Apple Watch in Paris. I Snapchatted about it, and everybody said, why are you Snapchatting? You don't have any reach. If you have 50 visitors, that's it. They were right, but what Kenny explained, that's what I did. I made a compilation of it. I sent that compilation. I made some funny movie about it. I made that compilation. I sent that to the press, to online press. In this case, it was HLN. HLN picked it up. And I asked HLN, you can have the exclusive rights, but refer to my movie, the compilation movie, on my Facebook. And what else did I do? I added the last frame. Please follow me on Snapchat, Ransbottyn, for more cool stories. So that story was on my Facebook. HLN sends tons of traffic to my Facebook account, get a lot of new followers. I can't have any friends anymore. I'm at my maximum of friends, but I can have tons of followers. And once they on the Facebook, they watch the Snap compilation, they view it, and they say, it's funny. And the last frame, they say, follow Ransbottyn. Also, that's something incredible happened, because I never expected that a sales funnel, I call it a sales funnel, it's a traffic flow coming from HLN, diverted to Facebook, diverted to Snapchat, was actually giving me that amount of followers. It really gave me a lot of amount of followers on Snapchat. And that was, for me, the reason to keep on doing my Snapchat on a daily basis. Because I asked the people in our scene, and how many followers do you have on Snapchat? Because I don't care about Snapchatting in the car about my so-called whatever if you have 40 followers. But thanks to that, due to the abusing of all that traffic, I got a lot of new followers. So back to my original statement, social media is for losers. I'm addicted to it, and I can no longer use social media what it's meant to be for. Stupid example. 2 days ago, my oldest daughter said something quite emotional, and as an arrogant prick I am, I can still have some teddy bear attitude. So I really liked it, what she said, but it confronted me. It was so hard because I couldn't like it. Why? It was prime time. It was 7 o'clock in the evening. I couldn't like her quote, because if I liked at that time her statement, I was redirecting all my traffic. Because all my followers would have seen that I liked my oldest daughter status update. So I lost all the tangible traffic I had at that time. So that I realized I became slave of that stupid social media. We're no longer, I'm running a social media agency, and our customers are no longer asking for Facebook likes. Our customers are asking for leads, for traffic. So we're no longer community managers. We're no longer Facebook builders or community builders or traffic builders. We need to generate leads. That's what they're asking. So we have to shift our traffic. We have to change our methodology, and that's why I hate it. That's why I hate my current life about social media. Now, another thing why I hate social media is sometimes when I go out with friends, I do have 2 friends. Sometimes when I go out for lunch, we do. You guys probably all have the same thing. Every time when you go for lunch or dinner, social media is there. Right? It's very cliche and it's old-fashioned, but social media is always at the dinner table. So when we're at a restaurant, we do the resto game, meaning all iPhone 6. Yes, sorry, I only have friends with superior OSs. All iPhone 6 have to turn around and make a pile. Whoever picks up his iPhone pays the bill. And it's a terrible game because it's doing that all the time. And nobody knows actually who's really. That's FaceTiming my daughter, but sorry, not now. Everybody is really want to be connected. And I know it's old-fashioned and I know it's stupid, but we're a slave of that social media. And I never thought I would be the guy saying that, but it is what it is. Festivals, same thing. It's probably only me, but I assume other community managers in the room are having the same thing. We do that extra mile, literally. We go and walk 500 meters extra to have the right snapshot. We go to an extra stage. You don't care who's playing, but you have to make the right picture. You're focusing on the right filter. You're focusing on, is it the right time? No, it's 2 o'clock in the night. Nobody's going to fight. I'll do a later gram tomorrow. We're all busy with how, and it sounds very old-fashioned, and I sound like my own grandfather, but we should try to enjoy festivals. We should try be there instead of having the right filter. So social media I was made by social media. My personal brand was made by social media, but definitely made by scripts. I've got tons of scripts running in the background, doing all my lazy stuff. And I'm wondering, and that's an open question I'm asking to you guys here, because you're the experts. Will the scripts kill us? Because the scripts, they made us. Scripts made us what, at least for my personal brand, scripts made me. They put me on the on stage, and they gave me a lot of followers, and they gave me true followers. But I think personally that scripts will kill us. Will kill us as community managers, because all the factory workers building those cars, they're replaced by robots. Those robots are run by scripts. Do you really think that your so cool job cannot be replaced by a script? And your answer will be no, because we have emotions. We can put something extra in it. Bullshit. We do have emotions, but scripts have A/B testing. Scripts will work forever. Night, day, whatever day. Because I'm running an agency, and I'm having those typical discussions on a monthly basis. My scripts will never ask for a raise. My scripts are doing okay. So I'm just asking as an open question, you're not afraid of your job? Because pretty soon we will all be replaced by very cheap content writers and a very excellent intelligent script. And once they go hand in hand, we'll all be replaced. Of course, feel free to disagree, and I know most of you guys disagree on that, but just try to be an eye-opener. Be aware that those scripts who made a lot of people online will also kill a lot of people online. Same goes for all the stunts I did for brands. My gin and tonic diet, my fake DJ part. All that was not possible if I didn't have those scripts. And I could have hired 5 community managers and put them emotions in it. But the scripts, they're my best friends. They did what they had to do. So I'm afraid my agency is doomed. And tomorrow I have to send an email saying, oh, you guys are all fired and you're replaced by a script. No, I'm not going to do that yet. But I'm afraid that we need to do something. We need to change something. It's my opinion. And I used to be the influencer. I'm still the influencer. I'm still getting paid to say stuff I don't care. But we should stop that. We as community managers, we shouldn't be the influencers anymore. We should try to find influencers, create influencers, evangelize everything, but we should all switch to a new status. We shouldn't be community managers, we should be the mentors, we should be the coaches, because we know how it's done, and we shouldn't focus anymore on those communities, again, my humble opinion, because we're doomed, and every agency is doing that lately. So what's the unique selling proposition? So that's why I said to myself, I'm that social media junk. I'm addicted to social media. I need to do something. And that's why from tomorrow morning on, I'll be detoxing. I will disconnect myself on any social media for the next 7 days, hoping that some audiences, some people in the audience or some followers will do the same thing. And I'm quite sure a lot of people will try to provoke me to say something. But I'm addicted to the whole social media, and I want to know, how does it feel to not be online? I go this Thursday and Friday. I will be in Barcelona. I was invited to quite some exclusive parties, and that I hate it, because those are the things I put online immediately with the right filter and brag about how cool it is. So it will be hard for me to detox, but I'll hope I succeed. And I know it sounds crazy, but that's my opinion, and I say social media is for losers. Thank you.